as well. I know you and I have been excited about this, and this late in the season, it's the first time we've seen either team this season. Now we'll see the Spartans 3 of the next 4 weeks, but again, they've taken different paths to this point, and each team is kind of writing their own story heading into this game. But again, we both know what these gridiron programs are about with both schools, and a very healthy amount of respect by each program toward the other program.
Mark Spader's Bowling Green Purples, they come in 3-3 on the season. They have played some doozies. I mean, they've played some really good teams. South Warren's played no slouch schedule, in their own right. They're 4-1. Their only loss was to Hendersonville, Tennessee, 27-20, and that game was very close the entire night. But they've also beaten supposedly one of the better teams in Indiana, Gibson Southern, played them here, and, I mean, it was no contest, 42-7. Bowling Green, they've played Highlands. They've played PRP. They've played Boyle County. They've played Father Ryan. So they've not played any slouches, and still they've got St. X coming up the last week of the regular season.
Yeah, good point. And I think, Scott, a big key to tonight's game is nerves are going to be in both players, no question about it. But it's which team fights through those nerves the quickest and are able to get things going the way they want to go. The one big difference in the Purples program going from Kevin Wallace to Mark Spader, and this is no surprise because Mark Spader was Coach Wallace's defensive coordinator, the Purples have really thrived on the defensive side during Spader's tenure. Now, that's not to say their offense has had very good moments. They have. Of course, Brandon Smith, his specialty is on the offensive side of the ball, and it seems like just about every year he's got outstanding quarterback play, outstanding skill position play. And at the same time, that's not to say that their defense is a pushover. They have a lot of very good players on that side of the ball. Of course, the most prominent player in recent years, Jacob Lacey, who is now playing at Notre Dame, who I remember a game between these two teams. The Purples just flat out couldn't block him. I mean, and I remember two of the coaches, I was shooting on the sidelines for WBKO, and admirably, they turned to me and they said, that Lacey is unblockable, period. They said that in the middle of the game. He's unblockable.
All right, we're going to come back with more of our pregame. It's South Warren playing host to Bowling Green. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Ask any woman if size matters and she'll tell you no. It's money that matters. The settlement we get for you has nothing to do with the size of a law firm, but everything to do with the skill of your attorney. I've provided personal representation for those hurt in car accidents for over 45 years and collected millions from my clients. When fighting big insurance, it's not the size of the firm, but the skill of the attorney. After all, David took down Goliath, just like we take down big insurance. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What can a huge law firm do for you? A paralegal can take your every call. Your file may be sent out of state. You're unlikely to ever meet the attorney you see on TV. Do you really want a huge law firm with hundreds of lawyers? If the answer is no, call me. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
That familiar sound of rubber and wood floor. The feel of the ball passing between hands and air. The squeaking of the sneakers. And the moment of silent breath, thankfully followed by the whipping of net. And the reward after. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingy moment.
Get a good look here at South Warren as the Spartans and the Purples get ready to do business. Mike Clef still here on our pregame. And Mike, let me throw this number at you. Since 2014, Brandon Smith took over as the head coach from Mark Nelson. He's gone 79-11. That's including up through last week. Well, that tells you something right there. The guy can coach.
I'm speechless. And what's so refreshing about Coach Smith, when you try to pay him a compliment, he defers to his players. He defers to his coaching staff. He is as down to earth as you'll find, and so forth. He has been sensational. Might not be a strong enough word to describe it.
Yeah, and against Bowling Green, he's 3-4. So he's looking to even the record tonight against the Purples. And these two teams, seems like whoever wins the regular season loses in the region when they play each other, or the district championship and what have you.
Well, and that's a great point. You bring up coaching. They're very good at adjusting. You can tell that. They look at the film from the first game. And, in fact, Scott, I think the first year that they played, Bowling Green defeated South Warren by, I think, 30 points. And then South Warren came back and beat them in the postseason.
So it didn't really matter, what happens, regular season. You get to the playoffs, and that's when these two teams get together. But Brandon Smith has 2 state championships, one in 4A and one in 5A. As in 2015, he was the 4A state champion, defeating Johnson Central 36-6. And then in 2018, they were the 5A state champions. They went 15-0, both their state championship years. They beat Covington Catholic in 2018, 20-16. So it's a remarkable record that Brandon Smith has come up with. Of course, his dad, longtime coach up in that Danville area and Boyle County up that way. And he's got good pedigree, you might say, in the coaching. And of course, he played at WKU. He was a backup quarterback there.
His roommate at WKU is the head coach at Metcalfe County, L.J. Harbison, and I've talked to L.J. to him about Brandon Smith in college, and I said, how long did it take to be around him that you could tell that Brandon Smith was going to be a really good head coach? And L.J. Harbison, in his own right's a really good coach, and to the answer to that, he said, about 2 minutes. He said the guy just he had a line. Everyone else is playing checkers, and Brandon Smith is playing chess. And you mentioned his dad. I believe he goes by Chuck.
Yeah.
That's his #1 go-to source for his advice. That to this day. That is, and what a great resource to have, your own dad.
No doubt, no doubt. Good crowd across the way. South Warren, we're on the visitor side in the press box here where we are set up. Greenwood is at home tonight. They're playing Christian County. Of course, last night, Warren East, as you saw here on our live stream, defeated Warren Central 42-12. The crowd's still filtering in. You see them lined up in the end zone. You got to bring your own chair, golf cart, whatever you got back there. Got a great view there. And as we look across the way, the student section is in all kinds of colors for South Warren as we wait on the Spartans to come out and both the Purples to come out. But this is bragging rights. This reminds me of Warren Central Bowling Green back in the 90s, early 2000s, that kind of rivalry where it's bragging rights. These two teams are the two prominent football teams at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was kind of interesting. My first year that I moved here, Scott, South Warren was coming off their first state championship, but they were in 4A at the time, and that shows you the enrollment. And Bowling Green was coming off the 5A championship. My first year here, Bowling Green goes back-to-back, led by, of course, Jamel Carruthers, Mr. Football in the state of Kentucky. And South Warren had another very good team in 2016, but they battled a lot of injuries. They had a couple of prominent Division I signees. They had a wide receiver, C.J. Hayes. They had a defensive lineman who signed. C.J. signed with Michigan State. Zach Haynes, defensive lineman, signed with Ball State. But it seemed like Zach battled injuries that year. Some other key players battled injuries. And so it's interesting. And then, of course, South Warren moves up to 5A. And as the old saying goes, the rest is history.
All right, we're getting closer to both teams arriving, and we'll have kickoff. Here's the number 2 team in 5A, the South Warren Spartans, play hosts to the Bowling Green Purples. You're watching live coverage on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Flora Templeton Stewart worked her way through college as a waitress and single mother. She was the first female attorney to open a law practice in Warren County and overcame many obstacles. Flora Templeton Stewart, an injury lawyer with the strength and determination to fight for you. If you have been seriously injured in a car or truck accident, call the law firm of Flora Templeton Stewart at 1-888-782-9090.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What can a huge law firm do for you? A paralegal can take your every call. Your file may be sent out of state. You're unlikely to ever meet the attorney you see on TV. Do you really want a huge law firm with hundreds of lawyers? If the answer is no, call me. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Waiting on the South Warren Spartans to come out of the field house down to our left as we are about ready to get underway. South Warren and Bowling Green as they renew this rivalry here tonight. Spartans and the Purples. Let's take a look. Not sure who's won the coin toss yet, but let's take a look at both offenses right now. For Bowling Green, Deuce Bailey will be the quarterback, 5'10", 138-pound freshman. Matrix Holcomb will be the fullback, 5'8", 160 senior, and the running back, Nat Love, 5'8", 155 senior. The wideouts of Bert Kabawa, he's 5'9", 150, a junior. Will Vale, 5'11", 170 senior. And Briar By, 6'2", 205 senior will be the tight end. Up front, Austin Anderson's the center. DeMarcus Elliott will be one of the guards. Isaiah Martin, as you see, the South Warren Spartans make their way onto the field. Tackles of Davian Barber and Jack Lediger. Spartans offensively, and we'll see here in just a minute who gets it, but Caden Veltkamp, a WKU Verbal, will be the quarterback, 6'5", 215 senior. The running back of Kobe Martin, 5'7", 200-pound senior. The wings of Avron Bell, get that right, and Mason Willingham are the wings. The ends are Keegan Milby, along with Tyler Snell. In the center is Zach Goodwin, 6'3", 300-pound senior, being recruited by lots and lots of people. Micah LaRue, Corey Bitterling Lee is the guards. Dalton Smith, Preston Parks. Parks getting a lot of visits also on the college circuit. They are the tackles. It's South Warren and Bowling Green as both teams break out onto the field. As you see, Mark Spader there for Bowling Green. He's coached at Warren East, was an assistant at Warren Central. He's over at Bowling Green as the head coach. Purples will get the ball here to start the game. As both teams get set. So South Warren will do the kicking. Eldar Diversevich will kick off for South Warren. High booming kick. It's going to be taken on the far side at around the 9-yard line. 15, and that is about it. On the return for Bowling Green, Spencer Newman. So the Purples will start out 1st and 10. They'll put it around the 16, 17-yard line. Just underway here tonight. South Warren, the number 2 team in 5A. Bowling Green not ranked. We'll get this defense for South Warren set for you momentarily. As Deuce Bailey, you get a good look here as they're set on the hash mark across the way. Be a loud, noisy evening here tonight at South Warren. Down to 3 seconds on the play clock. And quickly, officials blow the whistle. And it's going to be offsides against South Warren before the play clock ran out. There was about 2 seconds left. Thanks for watching us here on our Prep Spin platform that we're proud to partner with here at the Warren County Public School Sports Network. Also with WBKO.com/PrepSpin. They'll send a man in motion. That is Kabawa. Now he goes back the other way, looking to throws. The quarterback, Bailey. Bailey, little hitch and ladder, and a fumble, and it's going to be picked up. I believe Bowling Green got that one, but they're going to take a huge loss. Will Vale got that. Got to get it back to around the 11. They only lose 5 as they look like they had a good little gain, then they flipped it back, and that's where the trouble began. So it'll be 2nd down for the Purples and about 14. And Bailey in the shotgun. Hands it off. Not much room there as a whole host of those black jerseys of South Warren stop him. That looked like Matrix Halcomb on the carry. You get a good look at the Spartan sideline across the way. Be 3rd down and 15 for Bowling Green. Everybody's a wide out for the Purples. Here come the Spartans, and they jump. Be 5-yard penalty. Still going to be 3rd down at about 9. .10:40 here in the first quarter. Very intense rivalry between these two. South Warren only been a school for 11 years now. Back to pass Bailey. Rolling out, throws on the far side. He's got a man complete, and that is going to be Nat Love, and he will have a purple first down out to around the 29-yard line. First and 10 purples on a big third down play. They got about 2 extra yards on that. Ball about the middle of the field. Purples at their own 29. A little shift there by the Purples. Bailey's going to do a little quick out. They've got that scouted, wide open tackle. Briar Bice catches it for Bowling Green, but right there for the tackle for South Warren was Evan Lee, one of the linebackers. He had that all the way. Bailey coming in, 34 of 72 passes, 3 interceptions, 330 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Leading receiver for Bowling Green is Tyler Moore with 79 catches. Matrix Holcomb 42 out of the backfield. And Deuce Bailey's caught 30. He's been used as a wideout when they have a different quarterback in there. They shift everybody to the far side. They got a quick slant in, and it's going to be incomplete. In and out of the hands of Will Vale. Defensive coverage there by the Spartans. As you get a good look at the colorful South Warren student section. So it will be third down and about 12 for Bowling Green. First drive of the game. They converted on their first third down opportunity. Spartans have been anxious on every snap of the ball. They've been called offsides twice here on this first drive of the night by Bowling Green. Back to pass Bailey. Has a little pressure. Flushed him out, and he gets around a couple of guys. He's going to be stopped short of the first down. He gets out across the 30 to the 31. Several Spartans right there. Didn't let him get any gain at all there. Or but a yard or two. And it'll be fourth down and about 7, so the Purples will have to punt it away. Punter is Davis Fant. He will kick it deep to the Spartans, or try to kick it deep. Evan Lee to return it for South Warren. Punts off. It's a low kick. Takes a bounce. Lee going to have to go back and get it around the 20-yard line. Now is going to run and tackle back at the 16. Purple's coming up with a big hit there from Will Clark. So Caden Veltkamp will get his first look of the night for the Spartans. 55 of 81 pass attempts, 4 interceptions, thrown for 9 touchdowns. Kobe Martin's his favorite receivers, caught 50 of them. And Caden Veltkamp, rusher. Martin is a rusher, 50 for 264 yards. Leading receiver is Everin Bell, 16, and Mason Willingham has caught 10 passes. Veltkamp's carried it himself 38 times for just 35 yards. But he's got 5 touchdowns. So the Spartans' first offensive possession here at the 8:18 mark of the first quarter. Veltkamp sends a man in motion. Fakes, keeps it himself, and he's brought down maybe a yard or 2 gain. Bert Kawaba, one of the outside linebackers on the tackle for Bowling Green. Maybe a half a yard gain. We're still going to call it second down and 10. Purples did get 1 first down and then punted. As you see Kobe Martin moving to the right side of Caden Veltkamp. A lot of people were looking at him, but he is verbal to WKU. Looking to pass. Got a man here on the sideline. Quick out. It's complete to Mason Willingham. Got about 5. It's going to be still third and about 5. As the ball is around the 21-yard line. Got to get out to around the 26-ish. Couple of wide outs, top of the screen. Wide out to the near side. Martin to the right of Veldkamp. Fake. Pulls it out, gonna throw. Got a man, complete. To Bell. Bell, he's got enough for a first down out to the 35-yard line. So the Spartans do what the Purples did on their first possession, got a first down. Thanks for watching us on our platform, prepspin.com, wbko.com/prepspin, the PrepSpin Facebook page, the Twitter page for PrepSpin, and also the YouTube channel. If you've got a big screen TV, well, or you got the apps on the TV, you can watch us on Roku and Fire TV. Just look for PrepSpin. Man in motion. Going to give it on the carry for the Spartans. And nowhere to go was Elder Devarsinovich. He's also the kicker. He got back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. Clock moving, 6:32 here in the first quarter. Friday night football. Since August 17th, this is our 23rd live stream here in the Warren County Public School Sports Network. Volleyball, boys soccer, girls soccer, and football. Veldkamp will fake it. The throw, handoff to Martin straight ahead, and there's nowhere to go. Bowling Green won the line of scrimmage on that. Jeremiah Lightfoot, well, the tackle for the Purples. And we got a Purple down. Still no gain. It'll be 3rd down, basically 10 for South Warren. Hopping up is Davis Fant, the linebacker. He's coming off the field. I was asked to say hello to Paulette Snell, the mom of one of the assistant coaches, Chris Snell, across the way. Of course, her son-in-law, Jake Goodwin's also on the staff at South Warren. Her grandson is Zach Goodwin. So hope you're feeling better, Paulette. I did see Perry here. Perry is here tonight in his chair. Go back a long way with that Snell family back in the radio days, covering a lot of Warren Central when those guys played. Veldkamp on 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Got a man out here at the first down marker. It is complete. Mason Willingham with another first down catch for South Warren out to the 46-yard line. Packed house across the way for South Warren. They're in the end zones. As you get a good look at the sidelines of South Warren across the way. You get a good look over. You saw Craig Radford. He's the bowling coach at South Warren also. Helps out with the middle school program football and the high school. So 1st and 10 Spartans. Pull it out of the Kobe Martin. Back to pass. Veldkamp's got to be flushed out, rolling to his right. He's going to have to keep it. No, he throws it away. There was somebody in the area as they forced him out of the pocket and out of bounds. You see Brandon Smith right there. That's him. He's the guy in charge. Very humble. I talked with him a little bit and before the game. He told me a little bit. He's just one of those. He's not going to do a lot of bragging on himself. He says, his team is about where he expected them to be at this point in the season. Everybody's performing about where he expected. He said, really, nobody has exceeded because everybody's done their role. So Veldkamp will pull him up, 2nd and 10 from the Spartan 46-yard line. Back to pass, Veldkamp has a man open. Once again, Willingham right about in midfield. That'll be about a 5-yard gain. Bring up 3rd and 5. It seems like the Spartans have a little more success throwing these short patterns than they do running. So we'll see. As most coaches on their first drive is scripted plays. So they don't deviate off that. They know what they want to try to do and stay with that plan. and then make adjustments as they go. 5-12. Now the 7 seconds on the play clock. Here they come as he's hit, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Veldkamp got clobbered there by Davis Moran of Bowling Green. So they go for it on went for it third down. Now on fourth down, they'll kick it away. Elder Dervisevic will do the kicking. Fourth and 5. Purples drop a guy deep around the 10-yard line. Now they get enough people in there. One step punt, nice kick. It's going to take a Spartan bounce. Going to go inside the 10. They'll take it around the 5-yard line, maybe the 4. That'll be at the 5. So the Spartans down the punt by Dervisevic. And the Purples will start 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line. 4:55 to go in the first quarter. Welcome in, those of you watching us. We know we got a bunch of people tuned in here watching our live stream on the Warren County Public Schools Network via Prep Spin. We know a lot of you were looking as we were checking the numbers before we went on the air. A lot of you were very interested in watching this game, and we sure appreciate it. Next Friday night, the Spartans will host McCracken County. We'll have that one live stream for you next Friday night right here. Bailey stands in the end zone. Going to give it. And maybe to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. And that was Matrix Holcomb. Not much. Maybe gave him to the line of scrimmage, but about 4 Spartans picked him up. Brandon Smith looking on right there. Across the way. They give him to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10 for the Purples at the 5. Greenwood playing host to Christian County that also started at 7. That's the only other Warren County Public School team football-wise in action tonight as Easton Central played last night. Bailey in the end zone, throwing downfield, got a man and overthrew him by about 5 yards. Defense there by Preston Burns for South Warren. And step for step with that Purple receiver. Be 3rd down and 10 Purples at the 5-yard line. Rolling out to the left, throws, and it is going to be incomplete. So 3 and out, Kurt Kabawa. It'll be 4th down and 10 Purples at their own 5. So the Purple second possession will result in a punt. They had 3 plays in less than a minute. It's 4 minutes even. Back of the end zone, the punt, low kick. Great field position coming up for the Spartans. Picked up. Oh, fumbled, and he does fall back on it. Evan Lee tried to pick it up and run with it, and you got to pick up the ball first. Might have been a little slick. You never know. Due here on this October evening, the 1st of October. Hard to believe. So the Spartans 1st and 10 at the Bowling Green 30-yard line. This will be their first for either team. Real good field position. See what the Spartans do here. Far hash mark. You see Kobe Martin to the right of Caden Veldkamp. Got a wingman. They give it to Martin. Martin finally has a little room to run down to the 20, and that'll be a Spartan 1st down. Austin Nyembo on the tackle for Bowling Green. So the Spartans pick up a first down at the Bowling Green 20-yard line. Martin had been bottled up until that run right there, so the offensive line of South Warren won it against Bowling Green on that play. Ryan Martin again. He kind of cuts his way down to the 15, give him 5 more. So the last 2 plays, Martin has picked up about 15 yards. And they're only going to give him 3. Okay, 2nd and 7. Nearing the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter, there is no score between Bowling Green and the number 2 team in 5A, the South Warren Spartans. This is a big district game. They are in the same district. Martin to the left of Veltkamp. Fake, pass. Oh, he's got time to throw into the corner of the end zone. Willingham, touchdown, Spartans. So Willingham on a 17-yard pass at the 2:50 mark here in the first quarter. South Warren scores first. $17-yard pass from Veltkamp. And the Spartans now lead it 6-0. The extra point attempt coming here by Dervisevic. And it is 7-0 Spartans here in the first quarter over Bowling Green. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
What can a huge law firm do for you? A paralegal can take your every call. Your file may be sent out of state. You're unlikely to ever meet the attorney you see on TV. Do you really want a huge law firm with hundreds of lawyers? If the answer is no, call me. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
Dervisevic kickoff for South Warren. Purples will, as he goes to the end zone, so it's a touchback. So the Purples will start this drive from their own 20. The last drive was at their own 5, and the first drive was around the 17. So they've not had good field position to start with tonight. $7-0 South Warren here. South Warren 4-1. Their only loss to Hendersonville, Tennessee. Bowling Green comes in 3-3. They've lost their last 2 to Boyle County and Father Ryan out of Nashville. Deuce Bailey. Hands off in there, nowhere to go. Matrix Holcomb has had nowhere to run tonight. They've bottled him up pretty good. I'm going to say no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Far hash mark. Bailey looks over as the play is called from the sideline. Let's see if they throw it here on 2nd and 10. Bailey looking. Throws out a little flare to Holcomb. Holcomb avoids one tackle, and then here comes the rest of the team. They stop him. And that's going to be about a 5-yard loss back to the 15. Go mark it at the 16. The loss of about 4. Be 3rd down and 14 from the 16 for Bowling Green. Spartans, a lot of people up near the line of scrimmage. Let's see if they come after Bailey here. Obvious passing down. Bailey looking to pass. He's flushed out, moves to his left, throws over the receiver as he was intended there for Devin Gear, junior. Overthrew him just a little bit. Wouldn't have been much of a gain as the defense of South Warren was right there. And once again, the Purples will have to punt, standing near their own end zone. Davis Fant will stand about his own 4-yard line. He gets rid of it. That is Arvin Bell. Bell to the outside, 45, 40. And stutter steps and out of bounds around the 36-yard line. Another great field position opportunity here for South Warren. Leading 7-0 over Bowling Green, first quarter with 56 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Spartans huddle around their coach, Brandon Smith, across the way. Clock will start on the snap. Most of the receivers to the short side. Quick throw out over there. It's complete to Bell. Not much room, maybe a yard. I don't even know if he got a yard. Nope, no gain. Well, actually going to lose a yard. Back to the 39, so going to lose 2. 2nd and 12 for the Spartans. The running game, they've had a couple of big plays. Kobe Martin had a couple of good runs. Of course, the 17-yard pass play to Mason Willingham. He's caught a couple of good passes there from Veldkamp. Hand off to Martin. Martin nowhere. Back to the line of scrimmage there, and that's it. That is it. 37 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and that may be it. I don't think South Warren will try to run another play. We'll see as we're down to 28 seconds. 5-second difference in the game clock and the play clock. So they don't have to get a play off unless they want to. 17 seconds. They're going to try to get another play off here before the end of the quarter. 10 seconds to go. Four seconds to go in the quarter. And that is going to do it right there. As time's expired. Nope, they didn't get it off in time. End of the first quarter, South Warren 7, Bowling Green nothing. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
At the end of the first quarter, Greenwood leads Christian County 8-0. Here at South Warren 7, Bowling Green nothing. Spartans will have the ball third down at about 13. The ball is at their purple 40-yard line. Veldkamp, two-step drop. They had a paw on him, and now he's going to run it, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe. See if they mark it around the 40. It's right on the 41-yard line. 4th down. Spartans will punt for the second time tonight. Elder Diversevich to punt for South Warren. Purples will drop a man deep around the 10. High booming kick. And it's going to be fair caught around the 15-yard line. So the Purples have it 1st and 10. So the Purples 1st down and 10. They'll have it just underway here in the second quarter at their own 15-yard line. Behind Bailey is Holcomb. He's standing straight behind him. Give to him. Trying to come off the left side, and there's nowhere to go. Tyler Snell on the tackle. And one of the linebackers for South Warren makes a tackle. And it's going to get maybe a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 from the 15, 16-yard line. Purples have not had the best of field position to start every drive so far tonight. Got a great look at what's going on the field there with our cameraman Mike Cleff. Bailey, low snap, quick throw out to the sideline and incomplete. Intended for Bert Kabawa, the junior. He was turning behind him, trying to catch it. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 Purples. They've gotten 1 first down. That was in their first drive. They went forward on 3rd down and got it. They've had to punt a couple of times. Purple's definitely in a passing down here. Back to pass. Pressure being put on Bailey. He's moved out to his left, throws it, and it's going to be, there's a flag. Going to be incomplete. There's a flag. That's going to be probably a block in the back. Thrown by the referee, so it's going to be hold against Bowling Green. It would have to be a hold or a block in the back. So if you're South Warren, do you decline it? They will decline it and force the Purples to punt. So back to punt again for Bowling Green will be it looks like Devin Gears punting. I think he punted the last time, and I said because Fant came out earlier in the game. Gets rid of it. High kick. South Warren gets out of the way. The Purples will down it at the Purple 43-yard line. We're at 10:45 here in the first half. 7-0 South Warren. Spartans scored at the 2:50 mark in the first quarter. Mason Willingham, a 17-yard pass from Veltkamp. Greenwood was leading 8-0 over Allen County Scottsville. We'll try to keep you updated. Over Christian County. We'll keep you updated on that as we get the scores in from there. McCracken County, who South Warren plays, they trail Davis County 8-7 at the end of the first quarter. That's next week. We have that one for you. Veltkamp gives it to Martin. Martin is smothered. Going to lose about 5 on the play. Purples get a big tackle there from Brady Gurley. For you Warren East fans, you've got Allen County Scottsville in a couple of weeks for the district lead. McLean County leads Allen County Scottsville 8-6 at the end of one. Coming upon the 10-minute mark of the first half. Second down, 15 for South Warren. Rolling to his left is Veldkamp. Throws, he's got a man, and it is complete. Kilgan Milby, 5'10", 150 junior, makes a nice catch on the sideline over there. He'll get about 8 yards on the play. It'll be third down, still about 5 for the Spartans, right around the purple 37-yard line. Packed house here at South Warren tonight. Thanks for joining us on this Friday evening. Watching our live stream here on the Warren County Public School Sports Network. Kobe Martin was initially hit by Davis Moran before bouncing off on a couple other purples. Stop him for basically no gain. Got to the line of scrimmage. Be fourth down. Well, you know, you trying to punt it here or you want to go for it? Brandon Smith, I believe, is going to go for it here. Up 7-0. Fourth down and about 5. On the 37-yard line of Bowling Green. Let's see if they alter that snap count, try to get them to jump, because that's about what they would need for a first down. Right about 5. 10 seconds on the play clock. They can't do much. Fake, looking to pass. They got it, complete. Inside the 30 to the 25, and that's a first down. Tyler Snell on the reception. And that gets a good reaction across the way from the Spartan fans. So a big fourth down play. They go for it on 4th and 5. They come up with about a 10-yard play. 1st and 10 at the Bowling Green 25-yard line. 7-0 South Warren here in the first half. Purples have had horrible field position. Spartans have only been able to capitalize one time on really good field position. And we got a flag. Illegal procedure against South Warren. So that cost him 5. Be 1st and 15. Now our officials are discussing this right now. Maybe some discussion was, as you see, multiple flags down. It is against South Warren. Personal foul against, personal foul against South Warren is taken. So there were multiple fouls. So the dead ball foul against South Warren is accepted. So that will send them back. That's 15-yarder. So that's why the flag up around the 30-yard line is for the personal foul. The flag back here at the 39 is from the false start. So from the line of scrimmage, they'll go back 15 yards. They're going to bring it back to the Bowling Green 45-yard line. Second down for the Spartans. They've got to get down to the somewhere around the 15-yard line. 8:28 to go. First half, 7-0 South Warren. They've had success throwing it. They've had a couple of successes running the ball, but their best success has been in the air. Some short passes near the sideline. Been throwing to Milby and to Willingham so far. Tyler Snell one time. And it's a quarterback draw to the 40, down to the 38. You know, get about 6, 7 on that. Makes it second down, still long. It'll be second down. Well, about, what, 18, about 22 yards, something like that. 23, second and 23. Veldkamp sends 3 receivers to the far side. 6 seconds on the play clock. Another quarterback draw. Veldkamp to the 30, makes a cut to the outside. He's going to be brought down around the 25-yard line. You know, about a 12, 13-yard gain. Now it's going to be third down at about 13. Let's see where they go. No, it's going to be less than that. It'll be third down at about 10. Okay. Made up some big yardage there. 2 straight quarterback keepers for Caden Veldkamp, South Warren. Veldkamp gives it to back running through there, and that's going to be a first down as he gives it to Luke Burton. Luke Burton with some big yards there as the Spartans move it on down the field. An injury timeout on the field. Purple's trying to slow the momentum of South Warren down right here. As they come out and check on the purple. While they're doing that, we'll step away. 7-0 South Warren, 6:26 to go here in the first half. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
The injured purple is helped off the field. Seven nothing. South Warren, they're on the move. Looks like it's first and goal. Not much room to run there once again is Burton. And we have another flag on the play. And there's another purple running off the field. It's against the purples. Did not see the call. What? Half the distance to the goal. Clock starts back up. We're at 6:05 to go in the half. Ball is inside the 5-yard line of Bowling Green. Split backfield now behind quarterback who's in there now, Veldkamp. They give it. Burton near the goal line. He's going to be stopped just about a yard shy. Be third and goal from about the 1. And they line up at the line of scrimmage trying to get this next play off, trying to catch the purples out of position. See if Veldkamp calls his number on the quarterback keeper right here. Straight ahead, he's in. Did he? I thought he looked like he got in from the view Mike Clef gave us there on the camera. Boy, they stopped him. He looked like he had the surge, but that purple defense said no. I mean, we're about a foot away from the goal line. That's how close it is. Whoa. Third and goal I mean, why not do it again if you're Veltkamp? Brandon Smith. They got about a foot to go. Now going to give it to Burton. He's in untouched. Luke Burton on a 1-yard run at the 4:37 mark. Excuse me, we got 4:42 on the clock. And Luke Burton, he'll get credit for a 1-yard run, is actually about a foot run. Here comes the extra point by Derversovic. Trying to make it 14-0 South Warren. The extra point attempt. Up, it's 14-0 South Warren. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
What can a huge law firm do for you? A paralegal can take your every call. Your file may be sent out of state. You're unlikely to ever meet the attorney you see on TV. Do you really want a huge law firm with hundreds of lawyers? If the answer is no, call me. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
For Luke Burton, that's his second touchdown run of the year. Greenwood has jumped on top of Christian County 20-0 with 6:41 to go in the first half there. We're about over 4.5 minutes. Purples get it deep in their own territory inside the 5. Here comes the run back. That is Easton Barlow up the sideline and pushed out of bounds around the 40-something. They're going to mark it at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 Purples. Best field position they've had all night. It'll be at their own 40. Okay, I thought they were marking it back here. So now they're going to mark it, okay, inside Spartan territory. So a big run back there by Easton Barlow. About 60 yards or so. Well, over 50 because it's at the 49. Well, about 45, 46-yard run. So the Purples trailing 14-0 here in the first half. They've got 4:32 to work with. Halcomb is to the left of Deuce Bailey. Spartans expecting pass. Bailey looking, throws, and it's nowhere near. It's thrown out of bounds. They had a man in the general area there. Looked like Nat Love was within a couple of yards. That ball was just thrown away. 2nd down and 10 Purples at the Spartans' 49-yard line. First time they've been in Spartan territory all night. Clock stopped on the incomplete pass. Right here in front of us. We're right on the 50-yard line, and you can see Purple set up. Pressure, throwing downfield. It's going to be, there's a flag. That's pass interference. Jaden Stevens going to get called for it. He was watching the ball, and the receiver kind of stopped, and he ran into him. 15 yards from the line of scrimmage, it's not a spot foul like in other football divisions, but in high school it's just 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. So the Purples now, they are at the South Warren 34-yard line. Hash mark nearest the Bowling Green bench. Bailey looking to throw. Has time, throws, got a man, it's complete. Nat Love. At the 29-yard line. About 6 yards, 2nd and 4. Purples hurry up. Yeah, they're the ones trying to speed things up here. 3:45 to go in the half. Bailey, quick throw, man over the middle. It's complete. Briar Bice, he has a Purple first down around the 15-yard line. And Purple's hurrying things up. Just across the 15. Purple's moving it through the air right now. Trying to make the most of their first time in South Warren territory. Bailey tried to hand it off, nowhere to go as Halcomb tackled him at the 20-yard line. Nowhere to go there. Jake Jackson from that defensive tackle, one of the first guys in there. Luke Burton also in there. Each team fortunate, they only have, I think, maybe 2 or 3 that go both ways for the most part. Clock rolling at 2:40 now here in the first half, 14-0 South Warren. They're coming after Bailey. Bailey steps up, gets around it, now he's sacked. He was tackled from behind. Jake Jackson once again. It looked like Bailey was going to step up and miss that initial onslaught, but Jackson got him back here to the 25-yard line. 3rd down for the Purples. It'll be 3rd and 20. They've got to get down to the 5-yard line. Big play right here for the Purples. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Spartans of South Warren 14, the Purples of Bowling Green nothing. Bailey back to pass, going to throw for the end zone, and that is going to be Nat Love. Touchdown Purples. Going to go for 25 yards. A 25-yard pass from Bailey. A well-thrown ball to the corner of the end zone. And the Purples here in the second quarter with 1:43, make it a 14-6 game. Extra point attempt coming right here. Snap is up. Looks good from here. That's Colin Freitas. 14-7. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Purples needed that score there. They've cut it to 14-7. 1:43 to go in the half. Now 26-0. Greenwood leading Christian County. Davis County up 23-7 over McCracken County. Kick going to be taken over there around the 10-yard line, up the sideline. Jimmy Sales on the return. So the Spartans, 1st and 10 at their own 32, will have a minute 35 to take it and try to extend their lead back to 14. First time the Purples got the ball in Spartan territory, and they scored. Thanks to that kickoff return, they got it to the 49. All their yardage gain was via the air on that drive. Now the Spartan offense. And we got official timeout. They got timeout, Bowling Green. 14-7 South Warren. You're watching Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Ask any woman if size matters and she'll tell you no. It's money that matters. The settlement we get for you has nothing to do with the size of a law firm, but everything to do with the skill of your attorney. I've provided personal representation for those hurt in car accidents for over 45 years and collected millions from my clients. When fighting big insurance, it's not the size of the firm, but the skill of the attorney. After all, David took down Goliath, just like we take down big insurance. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
They come back quickly from the timeout, and South Warren trying to pass down the far sideline that was incomplete. Pass was around the 40, 35-yard line of the Bowling Green. It was thrown just out of bounds. Second down 10 for South Warren, minute 31 here in the half. Their lead cut to 14-7. Veldkamp gives it to Kobe Martin. Martin off the left side, out to near the 40-yard line. He'll be about 2 yards shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 2. Spartans hurry up. Not much time left to go in the half. Veldkamp tells something to Kobe Martin. Now he comes up. Looks like he may be changing the play. 57 seconds to go in the half. They give it to Martin. Martin off the left side. He's got a first down. He's into purple territory at the 49. Clock will stop to move the chains. And then it'll fire back up. 50 seconds to go in the half. So South Warren calls a timeout. They're up 14-7 with 50 seconds to go in the half. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Ask any woman if size matters and she'll tell you no. It's money that matters. The settlement we get for you has nothing to do with the size of a law firm, but everything to do with the skill of your attorney. I've provided personal representation for those hurt in car accidents for over 45 years and collected millions from my clients. When fighting big insurance, it's not the size of the firm, but the skill of the attorney. After all, David took down Goliath, just like we take down big insurance. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
Martin trying to find some room back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the purple 49-yard line. Clock rolling. 40 seconds to go in the half. Spartans hurried up, trying to get a couple of plays off. Let's see if they go deep on this one. Veldkamp looking to pass, looks to his left, throws to the sideline. It's complete. Diversevich out of bounds, stops the clock. They get to the Well, maybe not the first down. It's going to be, he gets to the 42-yard line. All right, he's going to be about 3 yards shy. Thought he'd gotten a little farther down the field than he did, but it's 3rd down and about 3. Stops the clock with 22 seconds. Man in motion for the Spartans. Veldkamp looking down the sideline. Going to be knocked out of bounds. The ball was not catchable. I think it was going to be an incomplete anyway, but defense by the Purples. And it brings up 4th down for the Spartans. 16 seconds to go in the half. Spartans with one last play possibly or two. They got to get the first down before they could do anything else unless they get a touchdown here. Spartans will get the ball in the second half as Bowling Green got the opening kick. Veldkamp looking, has a little time throw. Now they come after him. Gets out of the way, looking to throw downfield. Throws, it's going to be incomplete. Purples will get it. That pass was intended for Eli Carter. So the Purples with 6 seconds will get the ball back here in the first half. (14-7) South Warren. See if the Purples want to try to do something real quick. Or do they just down it right here? They're going to try to run it. Halcomb, a couple of yards, and that's going to be it, and that will end the first half. Bowling Green has cut the South Warren lead in half. It's now 14-7 at halftime as you see the Spartans go off the field. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Flora Templeton Stewart worked her way through college as a waitress and single mother. She was the first female attorney to open a law practice in Warren County and overcame many obstacles. Flora Templeton Stewart, an injury lawyer with the strength and determination to fight for you. If you have been seriously injured in a car or truck accident, call the law firm of Flora Templeton Stewart at 1-888-782-9090.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
I'd say it's a packed house at Rafferty's tonight. A lot of stuff going on in town. Big car show, big bowling tournament going on. There's just so much, and plus a lot of people here at this game tonight. Maybe they're going after the game. Get a good meal at Rafferty's. I know you just ate there the other day. I was there over the weekend. And
I had the filet. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yep.
Had the old chicken tenders and baked potato.
Ooh, good choice.
Yeah. Can't go wrong there at all.
On a personal note here, Scott, I am thoroughly enjoying the atmosphere in the first half of this game so far. Just, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's what we expected, the atmosphere, the game, about what we expected. 14-7, it looked like early on. South Warren had great field position. Couldn't do a whole lot until late in the first quarter. Bowling Green started with horrible field position until that touchdown drive when they actually started at the 49 because of that long kickoff return.
Yes, and I thought honestly, Scott, I thought if this game got to 14-0 at halftime, with South Warren getting the ball to start the second half, I'm like, if South Warren could get any points, this thing's over. But credit to the Purples, because I thought on their touchdown, I thought South Warren defended it pretty well. I just thought, you said during the commercial break, it was the only place the quarterback could throw the ball, and that wide receiver made a tremendous catch.
Nat Love.
Sometime you just got to credit the other, and that was good defense, even better offense.
Oh, no doubt about it. Yeah, Spartans got on the board. Mason Willingham, and that was a great catch, 17-yard pass from Veldkamp,
yes.
250 in the first quarter. Then Luke Burton on the 1-yard run, 14-0, 4:42 to go in the half. And the way things were going for Bowling Green, you didn't know really what was left in them.
Well,
and then the kickoff return was huge for them.
That was very big, and I think that this opening possession in the second half, it's not going to decide the game, but it could really swing things one of the team's way. If the Spartans can score, swings it their way. If the Purples can get a turnover or a quick stop, it can swing it that way. What I've noticed so far, Scott, tell me if you've seen the same thing. The defensive front on both the Spartans and the Purples are really strong.
Stuffing the run.
Woo,
they are
time.
stuffing the run.
They are. And what I've noticed, Veldkamp can make throws to all parts of the field. Obviously, he's a Division I commit, and rightfully so. The Purples have a young quarterback, and what I've noticed is that when he has thrown the ball to the middle of the field, with the exception of the touchdown pass, it seems like that's where he's had his best success. The little, again, the passes over the middle.
Yeah, 10, 15 yards, 10, 15 yards. And I think Veldkamp, he had success there, and they got away from it. It looked like just throwing those short, quick passes, 10, 12 yards to get first downs. But, they're calling plays based on what they see, but you got to give Bowling Green's credit, their defense credit. Same thing South Warren, like you said. The defenses, where they need to make plays so far tonight, have made some big plays.
And someone would say, well, it seems like there's a lot of penalties in the first half. There are a few, but I chalk that up to the intensity of the game. I mean, teenagers, they're going to be excited. They're going to be, the adrenaline's going to be flowing extra. And I think the number of the penalties in the second half will go down.
Yeah, no doubt. South Warren Spartan marching band about to play in front of this huge crowd here tonight. Just to let you know, Greenwood was beating Christian County 26-0 late in the first half there. Of course, we've got Allen County coming up in a couple of weeks against Warren East. They were tied at the half. Last time I saw that with McLean 14-14. South Warren plays McCracken next week. McCracken struggling. They're 1-5. They're losing to Davis County 30-13. And Davis 5-1, and that one's late in the third quarter in that contest there. So that's some things to look at coming up in the future. Like I said, we'll have South Warren and McCracken next Friday night. 2 weeks away, it's Allen County Scottsville and Warren East. That will be for the district, probably the number 1 seed going into the playoffs, because Warren East and Allen County Scottsville are both 2-0. Both have an open week next week.
Well, and Brad Hood, Allen ECS's head coach, was at last night's game for a couple of reasons. One, of course, his uncle Joe Hood is one of the assistant coaches for the Dragons. Of course, Coach Hood was the longtime head coach for Warren Central, the field named after in his honor. And then the other thing, the obvious this season, is he was there to scout Warren East, as you mentioned that game coming up. So,
yeah.
No, anyway, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, exactly. Right. Yeah. And then we'll have Greenwood at South Warren. That'll be our last one on the 22nd. That'll be our last because on the 29th, everybody's on the road.
Yes.
That's one of those rare things where everybody's on the road last weekend of the season.
Yeah, and that Greenwood South Warren game is going to be a very, very interesting game because, on that last week of the regular season, Scott, you never know. I mean, you never know. And Greenwood got off to a very nice start, 5-0 start. They were ranked tied for 10th at the state at the time, and no shame in their loss last week. Glasgow, very good team, and Greenwood was shorthanded. Greenwood played hard on their homecoming night, but the Scotties, traditional power, and they proved it. So, Scott, again, where did you say the Gators game stood?
They were up 26-0 over Christian County, and that's a district game there also.
Yeah.
So in 2 weeks on the 15th, Greenwood will be at Bowling Green.
Okay.
And then they've got South Warren in back-to-back weekends.
That is, what's the old saying, from the frying pan into the fire, something like that? Yeah.
So, I mean, they've got to win one of these games for them to possibly be a 2 seed.
Yeah.
That's the only way they have a shot at it. I mean, of course, if they were, if say South Warren wins and, they beat South Warren, then they've got a shot. It could be interesting, before it's over with. See the South Warren Marching Band performing here at halftime. And last night, of course, Warren East beat Warren Central 42-12. We had that on our live stream last night. I thought once Warren East got going, I think they kind of were a little – trying to think of a nice way to put it. I don't think they were really into it early, but once they got into the game, they controlled it.
Well, and Scott, credit to, I salute the Raiders and Coach Griffith for getting the win, but if you don't mind, there is something I'd like to say about Warren Central football and their program and their fans. Their fans have been very supportive. A number of them stuck around till the end of the game, and, it's been well documented that it's been a while that they haven't won a game. But their players continue to play hard. And, Scott, that coaching staff. I know them. And those young men, it's going to happen. And when it is going to happen, that momentum is going to switch in a hurry in a positive direction, and they're going to be rewarded with it. And I would just say to that Warren Central football program, keep the faith, and because it's going to happen. And with that being said, you're right. Warren East, it took them a bit to get going, but they did not take Warren Central lightly. They did not. And again, I've been impressed with the Dragons. They just have not laid down and died. They continue to work hard.
On a positive note for Warren Central, the JV got a big win earlier in the week,
and that
was huge. And that's a momentum builder. That's a win. That's something they, it's coming. That varsity program, it's coming. Is it next week? Who knows? Is it this year? It might be next year. But once they get that first one, you better watch out. Here they come.
And I'll say the big thing with Warren East, Scott, if that young quarterback keeps working at it and developing his game, Parsley, you can see it. You can see it. He has a chance not just to be good, but to be special.
No, there's no doubt. I agree 100% with you on that. Spartan Band performing here at halftime. Basically a capacity crowd. I mean, I don't know if there's an empty seat anywhere, Mike. They're all over the track. They're over there at the end zone. This is the kind of atmosphere that this is a Friday night football night.
I'll try to get some shots of the end zone, Scott, but between plays, I've been trying to get the South Warren side, and Spartan Nation's out in full force, and I'll try to get some shots from beyond the end zone. It's something else.
No doubt about it. All right, it's halftime, 14-7, South Warren leading Bowling Green. We'll take this time out. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky. and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Flora Templeton Stewart worked her way through college as a waitress and single mother. She was the first female attorney to open a law practice in Warren County and overcame many obstacles. Flora Templeton Stewart, an injury lawyer with the strength and determination to fight for you. If you have been seriously injured in a car or truck accident, call the law firm of Flora Templeton Stewart at 1-888-782-9090.
As you got the tail end of the South Warren Marching Band performance here tonight. Halftime, it's South Warren 14 and Bowling Green 7. Both teams have come back onto the field. They'll get their 3 minutes of warm-up here before we get started. We'll try to get you updated on some scores involving what's coming up, some opponents. It's almost halftime. Davis County leading McCracken County 37-13. That's who South Warren plays here next week, McCracken County. Just trying to get you caught up. Last we saw was 14-14 Allen County, Scottsville, McLean County. And Greenwood leading Christian County by a score of 26-0 at the half. Like I said, coming up next Friday night, our next live stream will feature McCracken County. The Mustangs will be here at South Warren. Take on the Spartans. 6:45 airtime next Friday night. 2 weeks we'll be at Warren East. Allen County, Scottsville at Warren East. The big 4A District 2 matchup there. Both teams will go into that 2-0 in district play. And then coming up on the 22nd, we'll have Greenwood right back here at South Warren, and that'll end our football live stream for this fall. We are gathering schedules to try to put together something for you for this winter. We're looking at a lot of sports, including basketball, swimming, wrestling, maybe some archery. So we're trying to get all the logistics, get all of our schedules, and here in the near future, we will let you know what we're doing. We're going to take a quick time out. You're watching Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
What can a huge law firm do for you? A paralegal can take your every call. Your file may be sent out of state. You're unlikely to ever meet the attorney you see on TV. Do you really want a huge law firm with hundreds of lawyers? If the answer is no, call me. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky. and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
A lot of folks across the way moving around out here at South Warren as the Spartans head back to the sideline. They'll get first possession here of the second half. Brandon Smith's record at South Warren, 13-1. He lost to Louisville Central in the semifinals of 4A in his first year. He went 15-0, state champs in 4A in 15, then 16 went 9-4, 17, 11-3. And 2018, the 5A state champs, 15-0, 2019, 10-2. Last year's abbreviated season went 6-1. He's 79-11 as the head coach of the South Warren Spartans. Of course, Mark Nelson started the program for a couple of years, who's now the head coach at Warren Central. Against Bowling Green, he's 3-4. Final seconds have ticked off the clock. We're just waiting for kickoff. Scott Thompson, Mike Cleff with you tonight, as always. Appreciate each and every one of you watching via our Prep Spin app. Also, WBKO.com/PrepSpin. Also, you can watch us, Prep Spin's Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter accounts also. And if you have the big screen TVs with the old Fire Stick and Roku apps, look for Prep Spin. Put us up on the big screen. We'd love to see some photos if you got us up there. And we appreciate each and every one of you watching. Had great viewership last night, and once again tonight, Bowling Green and South Warren. And numbers really impressive. We appreciate you tuning in and watching here on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. Freitas to kick off for Bowling Green. Jimmy Sales is deep for the Spartans. Stands back around his own 5-yard line. Freitas' kick, that may make it to the end zone. No, it's going to be about a yard shy. Sales will bring it out to the 20. Seam, 25-30. Cuts in to the middle. Cuts now even more. 45, 46-yard line. And, oh, he was about 2 steps away from maybe taking that one all the way. I mean, his foot almost was on the goal line. Brings it out. About a 45-yard return on the kickoff. So the Spartans 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line on a nice run back by Jimmy Sales. Sales is just a sophomore. Let's see how the Spartans attack this second half. They give it to Kobe Martin. Maybe a yard. Yeah, they'll give him 2 good yards on that. Get out to the 48-yard line. 2nd and 8. Snell goes to the far side. Lines up as the tight end. Give it to Martin again. Rolls his head, and he's hit back at the line of scrimmage. Jeremiah Lightfoot, that nose tackle, penetrated across the line of scrimmage and stopped him for no gain. 3rd down, about 7. Third down, let's see what they do. Back to pass, Veldkamp got a man. It's complete across the way to Mason Willingham. That's in purple territory down to the 41. Good enough for a first down. They hurry up to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 in Bowling Green territory at the 41. Just underway here in the third quarter, 10-20 mark. Veldkamp throws it this way. It's complete to Snell. Snell going to get 5. Be 2nd and 5. So Snell just did a little curl. Give him 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4. Well, the month of October is here. That means football season will be getting down to nitty-gritty time. We're a month away from the playoffs. Hard to believe, isn't it? This fall is gone fast. Willingham tried to call attention there. He's got single coverage. Veldkamp's got a little room to run to the sideline back. Maybe a yard gain somewhere along in there. Veldkamp was looking for Mason Willingham across the way, but got a little bit of a strong side pressure there and had to just tuck it and run it. 3rd down with 9:35 here in the third quarter. 14-7 South Warren leading Bowling Green. Veldkamp gives it nowhere to go. Kobe Martin, nowhere to go. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He only had a couple of good runs earlier in the first half, but otherwise Bowling Green's been right there to stop him. As they have mixed it up. You get a good look there at the huddle. Now the sideline of South Warren. There's Brandon Smith, head coach of the Spartans. 4th down for the Spartans. Looking to pass. Quick out, and that's our first down. Right there on the Bowling Green sideline, and the Spartan is down. And that is going to be Tyler Snell. It's inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And Snell is down. He caught the ball and went down. And they'll come over and check on him. Veldkamp's there to help him. Got his helmet off. Not sure what happened. Well, he may have taken a hard hit going down to catch it. His dad was a pretty tough cookie when he played high school football. First and 10, South Warren. 8:47 mark here in the third quarter, a 14-7 ball game. It's at the 28-yard line. Luke Burton in the backfield now. He had a little success, ended up scoring the second Spartan score. He moves to the left of Veldkamp. See the wing there, David Hudson. They give it to Burton. Burton kicks to the outside, and he's going to get 5. Or maybe not. Got 3. 2nd down and 7. They mark it at the 25-yard line. Nice crowd as you see Mike Cleff panning the crowd of South Warren from one end to the other. Nothing but Spartan fans. Far hash mark. Success in the air. Back to pass. Veldkamp's going to throw. Got a man wide open. Touchdown again, Mason Willingham. 7:53 mark. A 25-yard touchdown pass this time. So Mason Willingham, a 25-yard pass from Veltkamp. And now it's 20-7, South Warren. Diversovic for the extra point attempt. It is no good. 20-7 South Warren. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
What can a huge law firm do for you? A paralegal can take your every call. Your file may be sent out of state. You're unlikely to ever meet the attorney you see on TV. Do you really want a huge law firm with hundreds of lawyers? If the answer is no, call me. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
Purples on the kickoff return. Easton Barlow this time, not going to get a big run back. Going to get out to see where they want to mark it. His last kickoff return got it out to the Spartan territory. This time, not as far as he gets it to the 19. 7:36 in the third quarter. South Warren leading 20-6. So the Purple's first drive here in the second half. Bailey looking to pass. Throws it over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nat Love, and oh, so close. Right through the hands of Trenton Leach. He almost had that one picked off. Went through Love's hands. Second and 10 for Bowling Green. Malcolm in the backfield along with Nat Love. Excuse me, that's Bailey. Bailey going to run it. They string him out, trying to get to the sideline and nowhere to go. Maybe a yard gain. Maybe not. No gain. Third down and 10 from the 20. Now the Spartan defense did a good job of stringing that out and holding the Purples to no gain. Big third down play here for the Purples. Wide side is nearest our camera. Back to pass. Bailey's going to throw it down the sideline, and it is incomplete. A Spartan got a hand on it over there. Preston Burns got a hand on it. Kept Nat Love from getting it. Fourth down, the Purples will have to punt once again. 7:21 mark here in the third quarter, so the Purples' first possession goes 3 and out. They'll have to kick it here. High kick. Spartans field it at their own 47. Down the far sideline. Averin Bell. And the Spartans get great field position. First and 10 at the Bowling Green 40-yard line, leading 20-7. So South Warren has converted a couple of times on 4th down tonight. It's paid off for them, and they've been able to score. Lead it 20-7. Spartans have scored in every quarter. Across the way, you see Snell back in there for South Warren. He injured a little bit earlier. Kobe Martin back in, running back. Fake it to him, looking. Veldkamp's going to strike down the sideline. That's going to be complete. Touchdown, Spartans. Wow, Keegan Milby. A 40-yard pass. It's 26-7 now, South Warren. That was right on the money from Veldkamp. Down the sideline. One-on-one coverage. So in less than, well, it's actually 51 seconds, the Spartans have scored twice. They go for 2 over there, and it's going to fail. It's 26-7. South Warren leading Bowling Green. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Spartans within 51 seconds have scored twice. They've scored 12 points, now lead 26-7. Kickoff is going to be taken on the far side here. Purples will bring it up, and that's out to the 25-yard line. So Bowling Green at the 6:57 mark here in the third quarter find themselves down 26-7. A kick failed and a run failed, so the Spartans have missed 2 straight extra points. And Bowling Green needs to establish something right here. Bailey taking his time. Gonna run it. Holcomb is right there, nowhere to go. David Hudson leading the way on the tackle. He's on the bottom of that for South Warren. Basically no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. Spartan defense here in the second half. Stopped Bowling Green to 3 plays on their first drive. They had it less than a minute. False start against Bowling Green cost them 5. Be 2nd and 15. Moves it back to the 21-yard line. Purple's definitely in passing situations here. They come after him, throws it to the sideline. There's incomplete, intended for Briar Bice. Spartans flush Bailey out, and he had to throw it away basically. Boy, look at that student section of South Warren. Very colorful tonight in more ways than one. Yeah, there they are. Not sure what their theme tonight was, but they're out in force. Just over 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Third down for the Purples. They're down about 15. All back at the 24-yard line. Back to pass, Bailey. And it's incomplete, or are they going to say it's an incomplete pass? Okay. They tried to hit Bert Kabawa, and he dropped it, and he was in front. So it was not a lateral. So the Purples once again go 3 and out for the second time here in the third quarter. South Warren has had great field position all night long. .557 mark. 26-7. South Warren leading Bowling Green. Here back to punt. Quick step. Fielded right at the 49. To the far side and out of bounds. On the return is Avron Bell. And the Spartans, after that run back, will be 1st and 10 around their own the Purple 32-yard line. They struck quickly last time. Do you go for a quick strike here if you're the Spartans? You know what you can do. So let's see if they make a quick strike. Try to extend their lead. Veldkamp, let's see what they do. Martin back in there. Flare out here. Has Willingham. Willingham turns, spins his way down to around the 25-yard line. About 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 for the Spartans. Veldkamp rides Martin off the left tackle, and that's not going to happen. Stopped by Jeremiah Lightfoot, the nose tackle for Bowling Green. Still no gain, be 3rd down, still about 3-4 yards to go. Right around the 25-yard line. Veldkamp steps up, moves his wingman David Hudson to the left. Martin has a hole, and he has the 1st down right at the 20, down to about the 16-yard line. Spartans 1st and 10, 4:21 to go, third quarter. Leading Bowling Green 26-7 and on the move again. Spartans have really moved the ball well through the air. Gets his man Willingham in motion to the left. Going to give it left end. That is going to be Jimmy Sales. Been running the kickoffs back, so Sales in the backfield gets a chance to run it. Got 5. South Warren has used Martin, Burton, and Sales in the backfield tonight. 3:40 mark here in the third quarter. The number 2 team in 5A, South Warren, leading Bowling Green 26-7. They give it to Martin. Martin, not much room there. He gets maybe a yard or two. Third down is still about 4 for South Warren. They're at the purple 11-yard line. They've got Willingham over here all by himself with single coverage. Veldkamp looking. Goes over the middle, got a man at the goal line and incomplete. To Bell. Bell was right at the goal line. Hit him, and he got hit right as the ball hit him in the chest. Incomplete. So it's 4th down for the Spartans. They'll go for it. They're in 4-down territory. Or will they kick a field goal? Looks like they're going to kick a field goal here. Elder Diversevich. The ball will be placed at the 19. So it'll be a 29-yard field goal attempt. With 2:52 to go here in the third quarter. Diversevich. High snap. It's down. It looks good from here. Tack on. Nope. It just missed. Okay. Field goal attempt. So the Purples take over after they miss field goal. Just missed. It looked good from our angle, but you get up there around those goalposts, it's a different view. Allen County, Scottsville leading McLean County 28-14. That's Warren East's opponent in 2 weeks on the 15th. So the Purples will have it deep in their own territory again at their own 19-yard line. Or excuse me, it'd be at the 20. No offense from them here in this third quarter. They've been 3 and out. Bailey looking to pass. Got a little room to run up the middle and tried to slide and got lucky he didn't get hit like he could have and went down at the 31-32, and it's a first down for the Purples. Purples come up the line of scrimmage, get the play called from the side. We're at 2:29, clock rolling, third quarter. South Warren 26, Bowling Green 7. Back to pass, Bailey's flushed out. Lots of pressure, throws, and it's going to be complete. They say he was complete. Diving to the ground to get it was Evan Tuck, a sophomore for Bowling Green. That's enough for a first down as Bailey got pushed back, and he was able to get enough on it for Tuck to catch it. First down, Purples. And the officials have play stopped for just a moment. Looks like got a helmet issue across the way. Now they got it fixed. First and 10, Bowling Green at their own 42. Bailey has to fall on it. Miscommunication there with the center. Austin Anderson snapped it. Bailey wasn't ready, so they're going to lose back to the 31-yard line. It'll be second down and about 21. They've got to get to the Spartan 48-yard line. Minute 23 to go, third quarter. Bailey looking. Once again, he's got to get flushed out, and he just throws it to the sideline, throws it away. And he got some pressure there from the defense of South Warren. David Hudson, that defensive end. Another big forced pass of Bowling Green. A third down and 21 from the 31 for Bowling Green, their own 31-yard line. Quick throw out here, and it is caught, and what a defensive play. Evan Lee, the linebacker, was right all over Bert Kabawa, and basically 3-4 yard gain, and that was it. Fourth down, Purples will have to punt yet again. Purples will punt it. Devin Gear to stand around his own 22, 23-yard line. Purple's a man short. They get him in. Gets rid of it. High booming kick. Best kick of the night. Got to be fielded back around the 28-yard line by Bell. And Bell comes over this way. Out to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 Spartans. This may be the worst field position of the night that they've started. About we're at 18 seconds. Where we are in the press box, it's hard to see the scoreboard and have to lean out sometimes just to see it. 18 seconds to go third quarter. Likely the last play of the quarter. Spartans have scored twice in this quarter but missed the extra points both times. And we've got the play clock issue. We got one of them working and one not. So that means they'll have to take the other one off. So we got a slight delay here. They're going to have to take the play clocks. If one's not working, they won't work the other one. Well, they've got one working. I guess they're going to go with. Usually if one's not working, they turn them both off. Give it to Martin. Across the 35, out to the 37. And going to give him 3 good. Be 2nd and 7. And that will be it. End of 3. South Warren 26. Bowling Green 7. This is the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Ask any woman if size matters and she'll tell you no. It's money that matters. The settlement we get for you has nothing to do with the size of a law firm, but everything to do with the skill of your attorney. I've provided personal representation for those hurt in car accidents for over 45 years and collected millions from my clients. When fighting big insurance, it's not the size of the firm, but the skill of the attorney. After all, David took down Goliath, just like we take down big insurance. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Start the fourth quarter, South Warren, number 2 team in 5A, 26. Bowling Green 7. Spartans will have it, 2nd down and 7. Their own 38-yard line. Veldkamp going to throw down the sideline here, and that is going to be overthrowing of Keegan Milby. Bring up 3rd down at about 7 for the Spartans. Spartans take their time now. They got both play clocks working. And we got official across the way. Timeout, South Warren. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Third down play for South Warren as we are underway in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 7. Veltkamp's got a little pressure, gets rid of it, and it's incomplete, intended for Kobe Martin over there. So the Spartans are going to have to punt it. I think they've only punted one other time tonight. (26-7), South Warren leading Bowling Green. Diversevich will punt it away for the Spartans. Low snap, 1 step, kicks it off, line drive, takes a Spartan bounce, fumble, loose, Spartans have it. On the recovery, Evan Lee, and the Spartans come up with a big play on the punt return, fumbled by the Purples, and it'll be around the 20, mark it at the 16-yard line. That's a big defensive play for South Warren there. We got an unsportsmanlike conduct against Bowling Green. What it looked like. I thought that's what he said. Maybe not. So South Warren offense back right out there. Veldkamp fakes, going to throw, quick slant for Willingham. I mean, he had some zip on that. Tried to hit him around the 5 and let him just a touch too much. 11:34 remaining in the game. 26-7 South Warren. Get everybody situated. Handoff. Burton. 10 to the 5 to the 3. Luke Burton with another big run. 1st and goal for the Spartans. They're right on the 3-yard line. They waste no time. They hurry it up. See if they give it to Burton again. He scored once tonight. Now they give it this time to Jake Jackson. He's near the goal line. They're going to mark it around the 1-yard line. They're wasting no time. They're getting up there. They're trying to punch it in again. Handoff, touchdown Jackson. Jake Jackson on a 1-yard run. Comes here in the fourth quarter at 10:51. 32-7 now. South Warren has increased their lead. A very dominating performance tonight by the Spartans. Diversovic will attempt the extra point. As you see, those Spartan students like what they see. Diversovic on the bobbled snap. It's up and good. 33-7 South Warren. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. Well, the number 2 team in 5A, the South Warren Spartans, punched another one in. They have scored 19 straight points. They lead at 33-7. Diversovic will kick it off. Kick is going to be deep. Around the 1-yard line. They thought about a little fake, and he's going to be tackled inside the 5 or inside the 10. Be about the 9, right, they'll mark it right on the 10-yard line. Easton Barlow on the return. They did a fake on a reverse on that. And Spartan defense just strung it out across the way. 1st and 10, Bowling Green at their own 10. Only one time have they had any decent field position to start a drive. Bailey. They give a handoff in there, trying to break open Holcomb. Tyler Snell, Luke Barton make the tackle for South Warren. No gain, 2nd and 10, Bowling Green. We're in the 4th quarter. Just over 10 minutes remaining. Back to pass is Bailey. Looking, throws, got a man, that's Love, and he drops it. Coverage was there by the defense of South Warren. 3rd down and 10 now for Bowling Green from its own 10-yard line. Purples are on the verge of losing their 3rd straight and would be 3 and 4 on the season. And they've played some tough teams this year. That's uncommon for them. But right now, South Warren's been the better team tonight. They're going to sweep it out this way. Halcomb, nowhere to go. This defense of South Warren just stringing things out. Right there to make the tackle for South Warren, Grant Guvas. That's going to bring up 4th down for Bowling Green. They'll have to punt 4th down and 6. Ball's on their own 12-yard line. Standing around the goal line will be Gear, the punter. Gets rid of it. South Warren should get great field position again. Bell will field it at the 45. Goes to the far sideline. Tries to get a couple of blocks inside the 30 to maybe the 29. $9:15 to go in the game. South Warren up 33-7, and they get great field position once again. So the Spartans have been everything we thought we might see from them tonight. And they've dominated 33-7. They've been able to throw the ball pretty much at any time tonight. They've struggled running the ball a little bit, but mainly passing is what's got them most of their yards. They give it in there to Sales. Lineman help him get pushed a yard or two. That's Corey Bitterling. And get him a 2nd and 8 for the Spartans. We're under 9 minutes to go in the game tonight. The only blemish was a 27-20 loss for South Warren to Hendersonville, Tennessee. Sales again. Oh, right there quickly. Is Bradley Gurley for Bowling Green. He's played good defense for the Purples tonight. He's right there, has stuffed the Spartan run there. Spartans will have it 3rd down and about 8. Right on the 25-yard line. Sales on the handoff. Gurley again, once again. Great anticipation and pursuit across the line of scrimmage. Sales gets to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So it'll be 4th down for the Spartans. They'll go for it here. Leading 33-7. And they're at the purple 24-yard line. 7:30 clock rolling here in the game. Spartans looking to go 5-1 on the season. Snell in motion, goes to the other side. High snap, fake, throws over Snell's head. Had a man down the sideline. That might have been another option, and Snell comes up gimpy. It looks like he may have got a cramp. A couple of his teammates over to help him out. It's Josh Thompson, 24. They're helping Snell, trying to stretch him out a little bit. They get him some water, get him off the side. It is a little humid here tonight at South Warren. Comfortable evening, but other than a little bit of humidity. .69 right now. Just a very, very, very slight breeze, but it feels a little warmer than 69. Purples. I'm sorry, the Spartans on the move. Purple's loss. Lose about a yard or two. Back to the 20-yard line. 6:38 to go in the game, 33-7. Bailey looking to pass. Far sideline, incomplete. Intended for Kabawa. That'll stop the clock. Just a reminder, you can watch us anywhere on the Prep Spin app. You're sitting in the stands, you're driving. Hopefully someone else has the phone or iPad on for you. Big screen TV, put us up there as well. 3rd down at about 11, 12 for the Purples from their own 20. Bailey back to pass. He's flushed out once again, looking deep, and throws it away. Threw it away, and that's going to be intentional grounding. There was nobody in the area. He just threw it out here near the Bowling Green sideline. Yep, intentional grounding. Loss of down, so it'll be 4th down. So that puts the ball back around the 4-yard line. So the Purples on 4th and long will have to punt it away with 6:20 to go in the game. Purples got to get out to the 34, and the ball is on the 4, so 4th and 30. Standing back in his own end zone. Briar Bice punting. High snap, gets rid of it, almost blocked. Spartans once again will have great field position at the 40, and that's about it. Great open field tackle by the Purples there. That was Easton Barlow down on the special teams. So the Spartans first and 10 at the Purple 40-yard line. With 6:10 remaining, let's see how conservative Brandon Smith wants to be right here. His team up. Allen County Scottsville leading McLean County 35-20. About 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter there. Veldkamp fakes, throws, got a man open. It's complete to Versovich. 30 down past the first down marker. Down near the 25-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Spartans. They'll move the chains. They'll mark it at the 28-yard line. The Spartans go over towards the sideline. Get the play called. (33-7). South Warren leading Bowling Green. Preseason, this could have been a battle of two top 10 teams. Veldkamp gives it in there. Evan Lee. Lee scoots out off the right side to the 25, the market 25-yard line. Second down, call it 7 for the Spartans. Veldkamp. High snap, comes up with it. Cut inside Lee, he's got some room to go. Squirts his way inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. First and goal for the Spartans at the Purple 8-yard line. 5:05 remaining in the game, and close to putting another one on the board. Barring a major comeback, Brandon Smith will be 4-4 against Bowling Green in his short career. Sales cuts to the outside, now back inside to about the 6, give him about 2. Second and goal for South Warren. Ball's right around the 6-yard line. .417 to go in the ball game. Veldkamp, and we may have some movement up on the line. False start against South Warren. Cost him 5. See a bunch of kids playing over there outskirts of the baseball field. They've got their own football game going. We haven't got a report of what that score is over there, but they're having fun. Under 4 minutes to go in the contest. 33-7 South Warren. Second and goal. Back to pass. Veltkamp going to run to his right. Near the sideline, just throws it away. Secondary did a good job of Bowling Green of covering the players of the receivers. That may be an intentional grounding against South Warren. Loss of down. Nobody in the area according to the officials. So each team's got an intentional grounding, trying to avoid the sack. Brings it back to the 25-yard line. Brandon Smith pleaded his case to no avail to the White Hat. 3:41 remaining. South Warren will have it third and goal from the 25. There's some movement on the line. That'll cost them 5 more. A little sloppy play right now by the Spartans. Our next live stream is a week from tonight. McCracken County Mustangs will be in town to take on the South Warren Spartans. 6:45 airtime next Friday. Be able to watch us live and free in HD. Thanks to our friends Mingy Beef Jerky and Prep Spin. Watch us at prepspin.com, wbko.com/prepspin. Prepspin Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube channel. Third and goal. Give it to Sales. Scoots down the sideline. Inside the 20. Down to maybe the 15. Bring up fourth down for South Warren. Fourth and goal from around the 15. Clock rolling at 3:15 to go in this one. Here's a field goal attempt from 35 yards out for Elder Diversevich. Missed one earlier from 29. He's got a long enough leg. The angle is good. So the field goal is good. 36-7. You're watching Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Flora Templeton Stewart worked her way through college as a waitress and single mother. She was the first female attorney to open a law practice in Warren County and overcame many obstacles. Flora Templeton Stewart, an injury lawyer with the strength and determination to fight for you. If you have been seriously injured in a car or truck accident, call the law firm of Flora Templeton Stewart at 1-888-782-9090.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Franklin Bank and Trust, one of our great sponsors here on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network, along with Leachman Buick GMC Cadillac. Hey, the Leachman Buick GMC Cadillac golf tournaments are next week out at Bowling Green Country Club. And that's kicked into the end zone by Diversevich. Purple's first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Flora Templeton Stewart, attorney at law, our good friends at Rafferty's, and our platform sponsor, Mingy Beef Jerky. We appreciate each and every one of you watching. Another great viewership. We appreciate our numbers continue to grow. We appreciate all the comments on Facebook and Twitter. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter at WCPS Sports. on Facebook we are at Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. Purple's waiting to get the play called from the sideline. Not sure what they're doing here. If they got enough people out there on the line, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So they've taken a timeout. 2:57 remaining, 36-7. You're watching Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
Purple's after the timeout, and they run it straight ahead. Not much gain at all there. Purple's just taking their time at 2:24. Throw out here, and it is going to be complete to Evan Tuck. Third down at about 6. 2:13 remaining. Well, the Spartans going to come away with a big victory here tonight. They're leading 36-7. They've scored in every single quarter. Purple's only score came in the second quarter, about 1:43 before half. They've had trouble moving the ball. They've not had good field position. Purples are ready. Waiting on the referee. Okay, he's ready. Okay. Time, I guess, is keeping it on the field there on the play clock. Throw over the middle, incomplete. Had a couple of different receivers that were crossing, one from the left and one from the right. One was going on a deep slant. The other one was on a short slant. Fourth down, Purples will have to punt it on fourth down. 1:40. Spartans will go 5-1. Brandon Smith will win his 80th game. Purples will drop to 3-4 and will have lost 3 in a row. Here comes a punt. High, short kick. Spartans just get away and let it just land, and Purples will down it at the 44-yard line. Spartans 1st and 10 at the Bowling Green 44, 1:32 remaining, leading 36-7. Mike and I will have a quick recap after the game tonight. We'll update you on Greenwood and Christian County. You East fans, we'll get you updated on the Allen County Scottsville game. And we'll also get an update on that McCracken County scores. They take on Davis County. That's who the Spartans play next week. That's our live stream next Friday night. Of course, the district soccer tournaments start tomorrow. The 4-5 seeds play tomorrow. Then the semifinals are Sunday, with the championships of both the boys and girls district soccer on Tuesday next week. Volleyball is still a couple of weeks away from their district tournament. Spartans just down it. 1:20 to go. They're just going to take their time and run as much time off the clock as they can. Nearing the minute mark. Under a minute. Spartans will snap it. And that will probably be the last play of the game. 37 seconds, and the official just now starting it, so that's going to be it. That's going to be it. No more snaps are going to have to take place as the Spartans defeat the Bowling Green Purples by a score of 36-7 here at South Warren. You get a good look at Brandon Smith walking across the field looking for Mark Spader. As the two teams, great sportsmanship there. Hard-fought battle tonight. They all kept the heads in check and everything like you could possibly hope for. We'll come back on our post-game show as the Spartans go 5-1. This is the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Ask any woman if size matters and she'll tell you no. It's money that matters. The settlement we get for you has nothing to do with the size of a law firm, but everything to do with the skill of your attorney. I've provided personal representation for those hurt in car accidents for over 45 years and collected millions from my clients. When fighting big insurance, it's not the size of the firm, but the skill of the attorney. After all, David took down Goliath, just like we take down big insurance. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, the Spartans, big victory here tonight. You see why they're the #2 team in 5A, 33-7. You see them clapping down there, Mike. You've got the camera on them. They're clapping. Coach Brandon Smith talking with his team, and they're very happy. A big celebratory victory tonight over Bowling Green.
Yeah, and the start of the second half was really big for the Spartans. Getting the ball, they converted a 4th down. Bowling Green had the momentum going into halftime on that spectacular touchdown pass, and the Spartans' defense really fed off that touchdown that South Warren got to start the third quarter. They got a stop, and again, you can see the Purple's talent, no question about it. A young team, but South Warren has experience in their favor. But again, Scott, we talked about it. It seems like when these two teams play, you never know what's going to happen, and I certainly did not expect the margin of victory tonight. And I thought as well as they did some things on offense, South Warren's defense, I thought, was outstanding. Scott, again, I thought the one touchdown, they defended that pretty well. I just think Bowling Green made a great play.
Yeah, Deuce Bailey made the throw where only
right.
Nat Love could catch it. A
You're
perfect
right.
throw in the end zone. But I thought the defense of South Warren matched the offense tonight.
Well, and Scott, again, the one thing, it's still, even at 9:15 tonight, you could feel the humidity. We saw a number of players cramping up. I hope none of those ended up anything serious.
You didn't cramp, did you?
No.
Okay, just checking.
And the other thing is South Warren's versatile. I mean, they have a number of weapons that they could go to. And, again, I don't want to take anything away from the Spartans' offense. You know, you put up 36 points. That's something on this Bowling Green team. But defensively, I'm like, wow. I mean, that is a ferocious unit.
You know, they stopped the run, and they had good coverage in the secondary to defend the passes. Purple's only completed a couple of passes. They were short passes, other than the one to, Nat Love for 25 yards, their only score. But that defense, and I thought Bowling Green's defense stuffed the run of South Warren. South Warren mainly was throwing the ball tonight.
The Purple's front seven, I think, is outstanding. I think the Spartans' front seven is outstanding. I think the secondary is what makes South Warren's defense special. They're strong. And I think that if you asked Coach Smith what could we do better, he likes to cut down the penalties a little bit. I think he'd like to see them run the ball a little bit in third and short situations. But on the other hand, they converted on fourth down. They really their go-to play was the short out pass to the right side of the field on fourth down. And again, when you win by this margin of victory against the defending state champions, you are much more happy about a lot of things than you are disappointed. But, Coach Smith, he'll say, we can always be better. And I will you saw the shots tonight. What a great turnout by Spartans Nation. The student section, you talked about the colorful student section.
Yes.
The band was into it. Great halftime show, great atmosphere, and, of course, the result that everyone wanted, a very convincing win.
The one thing about the defense, I thought they kept Deuce Bailey on his heels all night. They were flushing him out of the pocket. He was having to go right, go left, throwing it off his back of his feet, and was very uncomfortable back there.
You nailed it. They made him go east-west instead of north-south, and you absolutely nailed it. Anytime you can make a player with that talent go more east-west, boy, it's such an advantage to the defense.
No doubt. All right, Mike, we got another week where it's just one game. We're back to one game next week. It's hard to to function. This is our 23rd live stream since August 17th. We've been nonstop, and it's at that point where it's time to focus in here, because I want to promote the soccer district tournaments coming up this weekend. Tomorrow, out at Warren East, the boys soccer tournament starts at 1 o'clock, Greenwood and Warren East. At 1 o'clock at Bowling Green, Warren East, Warren Central on the girls' side. Semifinals are on Sunday, at 3 o'clock. The boys at South Warren Bowling Green. And then at 5:30, Warren Central gets the winner of Greenwood, Warren East, while the girls at Bowling Green will play at 3 and 5:30. Bowling Green gets the winner of East Central, and Greenwood South Warren play at 5:30. Championships are Tuesday. That's in the 14th District boys and girls soccer.
That is going to be a real interesting district tournament.
No
Very
doubt.
Interesting.
We'll see how that shakes out, and we'll talk about the volleyball in the near future once those get closer to starting. All right. Appreciate it, Mike. We'll see you next week. Have a great week, and let's do it again.
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
Same place, same time, just different team.
All right. That'll work just fine for me. Thank you, Scott.
All right. That's from Mike Cleff. Our next live stream is next Friday night. South Warren playing host to McCracken County. The final once again, South Warren 36, Bowling Green 7. You've been watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.